how is MedImpact uniquely looking at strategies to manage generic drug costs?
Well, MedImpact does a couple things. First and foremost, we look at an analysis of the drug price inflations. We evaluate where there's medications that have significant price inflation, and then also further beyond that, identifying which medications then have a clinically relevant alternative to those price inflation targeted medications.
So how can PBMs work together to decrease generic drug expenditures?
So as I mentioned, after the analysis, the next step really would be to implement strategies to inform and educate the members, physicians, and be prepared for a new benefit strategy. So this would include creating a second tier for the generic class. Much like there's multiple tiers for brands, there can easily be multiple tiers for generics. So those high-cost generics that also have an alternative can be put on a higher tier, say the preferred brand tier, such that the member would incur a higher cost. However, the member also has an alternative. The alternatives would be identified clinically relevant alternatives, and those would be part of the communication campaign to the member, targeting those members that are on those high-cost medications, that there is a clinically relevant alternative medication, and as well as informing the physicians around those changes. So with all that member communication, information to the physician, minimize as much as the member disruption as possible and still maximize the drug spend within generics.
What kind of reaction are you getting from the plan sponsors?
Great reaction. So far, we've experienced in our presentation today at Pharmacy Benefit Management Institute that one of our plan sponsors over a 9-month period, this was a sponsor that is about a 100,000 life plan, saved $1.5 million. So quite significant savings that can be realized through the analysis, through the clinical rationale and analysis, as well as all the member communication and physician communication.